Sometime in the 1600s, the story goes that Sir Isaac Newton was inspired by an apple falling to come up with his laws of gravity. From his 3 laws of motion, we feel his 3rd law all the time in climbing. For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. In climbing, one of the ways we feel this is when we slip off holds. I personally have felt this over and over and over and over again. But there are plenty of measures we can take to prevent this. We have body tension, finger strength, knee bars, heel hooks, toe hooks, and many more different skills. One of the greatest boulders to come from the United Kingdom uses toe hooks to not only fight gravity, but to break the beta. Let me introduce you to the United Kingdom's Shauna Coxsey. But before we get into today's beta break, let's talk about toe hooks. Toe hooks are heel hooks' relatives, and although they have similar functions, are executed in a much different way. Heel hooks rely on the hamstring and calf muscles, whereas toe hooks rely on the quadricep and shin muscles. This type of movement is known as dorsiflexion. As you can imagine, it's much easier to pull yourself with your heel hooking muscles versus your toe hooking muscles. If you've ever tried a bat hang, you know how scary it is to release your hands and how easy it is to fall. Ow. Shauna Coxsey is a climber who is excellent at toe hooks and also at breaking the beta. She's also pretty good at some interesting and cool moves. At the 2017 La Sportiva Legends Only competition, problem number 3 had 2 very difficult moves. The first was a dead point to a crimp that involved only having 1 foot and 1 hand on the wall at the same time. Many of the athletes tried this move, but it proved to be very difficult. Stasha Geho was able to stick the move without leaving her left hand, but Shauna, being a bit shorter, did the move dynamically. The final move, however, was an extremely committing move that involved a powerful paddle dyno. Shauna was able to find a drop knee to make the 2-part dyno only a 1-part dyno. Stasha attempted to use this drop knee but ended up doing the 2-part dyno. Listen to the commentator Liam Lonsdale as he talks about how Shauna was able to find this extremely difficult and precise drop knee move to finish the boulder.
Before pulling on. Over with the right hand, switches feet, undercut with the left into that crimp, rolls out to the sloper. Shauna will now place the foot high onto the screw-on. There you go, and will now pop up with the right hand and cuts loose and sticks it. Look at that, absolutely ridiculous. Ridiculous. It's so hard to explain how difficult that move is. Only 2 points of contact. Now Shauna was the only person to find this sneaky beater as well with the drop knee. Alex actually spotted at this point, and there she goes. Shauna Coxsey proving just how good she is.
It's clear that Shauna knows how to find alternative beta that works for her body type. And one of the moves that she's incredibly good at, as you guessed it, toe hooks. During the 2017 Adidas Rock Stars, Shauna used toe hooks all throughout the semifinals round. Some of the toe hooks found her in some funky positions.
Wearing something that's very flat in the foot, good toe rubber, and a very secure heel. And opting for some very interesting beta there. She was tying herself in all sorts of...
But one toe hook was the reason why she was able to get into the finals. Problem number 1 featured a move in the very beginning that stumped almost all of the competitors. It involved a left toe hook, then a release, to a kick-out move to the right. Many of the athletes tried this move, but they just couldn't hold on the tension. The beta break that Shauna found really showed her ability to toe hook and at the same time release it. Whenever you place a toe hook or heel hook, tension is created, and much as a rubber band will fling once the tension is released, a climber will face the same problem and fling off the wall. Fortunately, Shauna was able to control her toe hook release and top the boulder.
Of Adidas Rock Stars, Shauna Coxsey. There's one thing that Shauna Coxsey has a talent for, and that is breaking boulders. I have seen her do it so many times. She just broke that boulder
Shauna
so
Coxsey
easily.
Was the first person to match that second start hold and do that move statically.
If I had a microphone right now, I'd drop it. That was insane. I'm speechless, Sasha.
Whether it's toe hooks, heel hooks, lock-offs, or backflips, Shauna has developed a skill set to not only win many bouldering World Cups, but also qualify for the 2021 Olympic Games. She's currently recovering from some injuries, but it isn't the first time she's come back from an injury and absolutely dominated. So I have no doubts she's going to put on an amazing performance in the future. Best of luck, Shauna, and keep crushing it.